Hello, everyone,
and welcome to
the Tiger Talk Podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Talk. 1 month of school down already. How about that, Mr. Blade?
Yeah, 1 month down, like 6 more to go. I don't remember. I think like 6.
Well, if you count all the days off y'all get, that's probably about right.
Yeah, that seems about right.
As usual, we have the whole menagerie here. Got Thunder sitting up close with us here, Blade. This show was recorded on the 2nd day of September 2018. Today we're just hanging out at the lakefront. You can see behind us. Change up where we're at and see what kind of fun we're having. We got a good show for you today. We're going to have an interview later on with Jack Badinger about the tailgating that's going on for the Holy Cross Jesuit 99th meeting and a whole bunch of other cool stuff that's happening. First thing, as always, we want to get to the news. Mr. Blade, you want to start us off, or you want me to start us off since I got that info?
Why don't you...
Well,
I'll start it off. You just give me the info.
Okay.
Holy Cross versus Higgins in the season opener.
Holy Cross smoked Higgins with a score of 59-0, I believe. Woo! Go
Complete
Tigers.
and total annihilation.
Amazing game, guys. Saw y'all ring the bell. We didn't make ringing the bell, but we saw that on post. It was amazing. We hope we get a lot more chances to do that this season. Also happening in the news, we had Earth Day art contest for the winners that were recognized. But that was kind of just part of it. Last spring, Holy Cross began a full campus recycle program and kicked it off with an Earth Day art contest. Students were asked to create a work of visual art using only repurposed items, in other words, trash.
Yeah.
7 students were recognized in the academic awards held on August 23rd for winning first place for the high school, middle school, and primary school division. Congratulations to junior Brian Broussard, Christian Guerra, Scott Stolly, and Dominic Messina. 8th grade Ivan Ivanov, and 5th grader Andrew Lawney, and Michael Taylor. That's awesome, but also a big congratulations to all those that received academic awards for last year's school. Mr. Blade being one of them. Very proud of him.
And the award ceremony went on for a while.
It did drag on for quite a while.
They need to find a way to cut it down because it was miserable.
I'm of mixed feelings. It's long, and it's tough to sit through something that long, but it's awesome to have that many people receiving such good awards. It's not like they gave awards to everybody. This was just for everybody who did such a great job, so it's okay. What else we got going on?
The Legacy of the Ring. On August 18th, our senior class of 2019 celebrated their ring mass at St. Dominic Church. 26 of those seniors received legacy rings from a family member who is a Holy Cross graduate, a long-time tradition.
Hopefully, when you graduate, you'll be able to take my ring, if you would like. Papa's ring got lost with Katrina. But
yeah, that is very sad.
Yeah, his was a cool looking ring, too.
What can 63. You do?
Yep, but I still have my ring, and of course, you are always welcome to get your own. But that's a great tradition to have with everybody. Well, what else do we have going on, Mr. Blade? I threw Mr. Blade under the bus. That was really supposed to be my line, and I kind of...
What was I supposed to say?
Well, this week, while Mr. Blade was in school, we had a chance to sit down for an interview. I sat down with Jack Badinger and talked to him about the upcoming tailgate event. So take a minute and take a look at the
Hello, everybody.
interview.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. I am here this week with Jack Badinger. How you doing, Jack?
Good, right? How you been?
Jack and I have known each other for a little while. Blade's, he's here in spirit. He's in school in the building right over there. We're in the Alumni Association office, which is why we have such an awesome background. We were going to be doing this over at City Park, but weather has not been what you would want to say is good, so we had to take a second option there.
Well, I hope we have better weather on the 28th.
I hope so. Going to be there no matter what.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe a little less electronics if we have the weather, but we'll be there nonetheless.
That's on you, man. I'll be by that big old grill. So.
Well, tell us a little bit about what we have coming up.
Well, for those of y'all who don't know, we are going to meet that school on Bank Street for the 99th football game on September 28th over at tailgate. For the last 10 years, a little group of us have put together this little tailgate. It's probably just a little small, intimate get-together with 20,000 of our
20,000 people or so.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing it again this year, kind of tweaking the layout a little bit, trying to make it bigger and better as we keep moving forward. Come on out and see us. We're going to have the usuals as food goes. The class of '84 will be out there roasting their pigs. We'll have that big old grill out there with burgers, and we'll have the fried fish, hot dogs. Paul Pro and Jambalaya Girl out there be with a pot of jambalaya. We're including everyone again this year. The men's club will be there. Lady Tigers, band, you name it, we'll all be out there enjoying ourselves on the 28th.
And this is all before the game. There's no fee to this. This is everybody encouraged to get out there.
This is a free event. This is come on out and hang out with your friends, some people you may have not seen in years. Come on out and see us. We're looking forward to seeing you. It's a small event that we kind of put on every year.
I know every year when we do it, we tend to stand across the main entrance and holler at people we know on the other side of the street. We won't cross over and visit, but we'll yell and say hi.
Yeah, that other shade of blue.
There'll be a lot of roasted birds. We'll see what we can do about that as well.
Absolutely. We're trying to get some Blue Jay on the menu this year as well.
But as we gauge up to the 100th year, I mean, here we are in the 99th year, and
99th meeting.
99th meeting. Yeah. Pardon me,
Matter of fact, that was one of them right there. That little '63 state championship.
That's right. That year my father graduated. So a good one. So this is the 99th meeting.
Yes.
What are we looking at? Are we looking to? I mean, obviously 100. No matter what happens, that's a big number to hit.
It's a big one.
So we're as much in the 99th trial run of getting ready for the 100th?
Yeah. Brett, I was doing the math, and it's been 30 years since I suited up in one of these games.
I refuse to answer that question.
But, just thinking, the men who have been here before us and the men that are still to come, I know the team is anxious, that they're ready to put their mark on this game, as next year's is ready to put their mark on the 100th game. It's going to be, it's going to be something that I would lie to you if I told you we weren't already planning it, but I got to keep some of that stuff kind of close.
Yeah, and on Tiger Talk, we are going to continue to talk about it every week as we head into it. We've got, how many weeks are we out? 3, 4?
We are 4 weeks out.
4 weeks out, September 28th is when it is. So mark it on your calendar now. We'll be talking about it every time. Tiger Talk will be live. We'll be putting some live stuff out on Twitter and Facebook when we get there. And we'll continue to talk about it as we move forward. So,
what I'd like to do, Brett, if you don't mind, if anyone's looking to get involved, help us improve this event, if you've got some ideas or whatever, we're always looking to make these things bigger and better. And let's face it, this is 99. We've got 100 coming up. Folks, do me a favor. Give Dean Arnett or Mike Baiamani a call in the alumni office. Just call the school, ask for Dean or Mike, and they will be more than happy to get you information on how to participate in this year's event. You don't need reservations to come on in. Like I said, there'll be people from everywhere and all over. But if you want to help participate in, doing something to make our event even that much better, give Mike or Dean a call.
That's a great point, guys. This is not a football event. This is a Holy Cross family event.
Yeah.
You have generations that go out there. My family alone has 3, sometimes 4 generations of Holy Cross men that go out and enjoy being with everybody under the same flag, as it were. We have such a good time. Well, anything else you want to add for us?
All right, go Tigers. We'll see you on the 28th.
And if you want any of this information, we'll have a link at www.tigertalk.us, and we are HC.
Well, that was pretty good and pretty interesting, huh, Mr. Blade?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a great time with that. I hope everybody enjoys. So get out and support the team. Next thing we want to do is talk about the events we have coming up for this week. Kick us off.
On September 3rd, which is Monday, Labor Day holiday, so no school and no events. Labor Day.
Thunder, you got to go to work? See, Thunder's got to go to work.
Where does Thunder work?
We'll skip that one for now. At the zoo, right? What's going on Tuesday?
It's going to be a day 6 schedule, which is GABC. Also on Tuesday is a blood drive, and the last event on Tuesday, Senior Parent Night at 6 p.m. from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in the Holy Cross Watson Family Theater. And on Wednesday, there's only one thing: wrestling parent meeting from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Student Center /Huddle.
Excellent, excellent. Well, on Thursday, September 6th, LSU, Louisiana State University, visits 9:20 a.m. to 9:50 in the Watson Family Theater. And there's a varsity swim meet on Thursday, 6 to 9 over at UNO. Get out and support your swim team. Friday on the 7th, Rhodes College visits 12:35 to 1:10 p.m. in the Student Center atrium. And Friday will also be a varsity football game versus Covington, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That'll be at Covington. Like we always say, support your Tigers and get out there, guys. On Saturday, September 8th, we actually have a few things. Middle school swim meet, Holy Cross-sponsored kickoff meet, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That'll be over at UNO. And finally on Saturday, the back-to-school dance is going to be at the Holy Cross Student Center. 3 tiers to this one. You're going to have primary school play night. That'll be 4 to 6 p.m. Then you have 5th and 7th grade, boys and girls invited from all the area schools, 6 to 8 p.m. This will be your last year. You'll be 7th grader this year in that section. Then finally, 8th to 12th grade, open only Holy Cross students and all area girls, 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. That'll be in the Student Center. That'll be a pretty awesome thing. You've done that pretty much every year.
Yeah.
So we'll...
it can be a little stressful, but overall it's a lot of fun.
The music they listen to stresses me all the time, so it's okay. So we'll have a good time, and I'm sure you will have a report for us next week. We want to continue with one of the sections we've been doing, which is This Week in History. You want me to start us off?
Yep.
In 1189 this week, after the death of Henry II, Richard the Lionheart is crowned King of England.
In 1504, Michelangelo's 13-foot marble statue of David is unveiled in Florence, Italy.
Awesome. 1666, the Great Fire of London occurs and devastates the city.
In 1783, the Treaty of Paris is signed by Britain and the United States, formally ending the American Revolution.
Go USA.
Yeah.
1895, this one's for all the football fans. I saw this one. I had to put this up there. The first professional American football game is played in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, between the Latrobe Young Men's Christian Association and the Jeannette Athletic Club. Latrobe won 12-0, just in case you wanted to know what the score was. First ever professional football game.
1910, Marie Curie demonstrates the transformation of radium ore to metal at the Academy of Sciences in France.
Or what?
What do you mean, or what?
You said or.
Oh!
Bad pun. Yeah, okay.
You've been on a streak with bad puns lately.
In 1945, Japan signed the document of surrender aboard the USS Missouri, ending World War II. That's awesome.
In 1976, Viking 2 lands on Mars, taking the first close-up color photos of the planet's surface.
And finally, in 1998, Google is founded by Stanford University student Larry Page and Sergey Brin. So, wow, it's been around for 20 years, Google.
Wow.
One of the other things we wanted to add, and at suggestion, Chris Kennedy's been helping us, and Peyton, is a piece of Holy Cross history to go along with our everyday history. So we thought we'd start off with one that's pretty cool, especially with our football team doing so good. And that's in 1945, the 1945 class, Holy Cross athletic teams accomplished the unbelievable, taking undefeated state championships in 6 major sports.
Whoa!
6 sports in 1 year.
Yeah. Ooh, yikes.
Wrestling, baseball, basketball, track, football, and Legion baseball. Legion baseball kind of being
I
like
guess that
a
year they
travel
were on
ball.
a hot streak.
They were definitely on an amazing athletic hot streak. So
Wow, that must have been incredible. Just toppling undefeated champion after undefeated champion.
So you can look in your Alumni Association office. They have all these records from way back. We're going to be doing a little tidbit every week. So finally, we have some events coming up in the coming weeks. Why don't you hit us with the first one?
On September 12th, I'm guessing that's Wednesday.
Yes.
Open parent meeting. Is it kindergarten? Is that the K?
Yeah, K through 12.
K through 12.
September 13th, which is a Thursday, that's the men's club meeting, 6:30 p.m. in the huddle.
On September 20th, which is also a Thursday, Lady Tigers social ed meeting at 6 p.m. at the huddle.
September 28th, varsity football versus Jesuit, 99th meeting, just like we saw in the interview. 7 p.m. at Tad Gormley is the game, but everybody will be out there from early. Come out, enjoy a great time.
On October 12th, which is a Friday, varsity football versus Brother Martin homecoming at 7 p.m. at Tad Gormley.
Homecoming's always a cool game to go
I
to.
can never pronounce stuff today.
We
I
always
can't
have
pronounce
those
stuff
problems.
today.
October 15th, which is a Monday, Holy Cross Golf Tournament, Bayou Oaks Golf Course at City Park.
And finally, on October 21st, which is a Sunday, Holy Cross Family Day at the Holy Cross main campus.
We always have a good time for that. We've done that the last few years. So, Mr. Blade, why don't you go ahead and close us out?
Remember to visit our website at www.tigertalk.us or visit our Facebook page at Tiger Talk or visit our Twitter page at HD Tiger Talk or leave us a review on iTunes or email us at hctigertalk@gmail.com or visit our store at www.cafepress.com/tigertalkpodcast.
Make sure you subscribe to our show in all the places. Keep up with us. We're always posting new and interesting stuff and sharing what's going on around the campus. Because remember, we are HC.